There's still time to catch puppets, masks, and a little bit of whimsy in Calgary. The Festival of Animated Objects is in full swing, and today we're at the Burns Building to find out more about this timeless practice of masks and puppetry. It all happens now on Living a Creative Life.
My name is Tangle McLaren. I'm the Artistic Director of Entangled Puppetry out of Canmore, Alberta, and I look good in many hats. I am a puppeteer, I'm a musician, I'm a dancer, I'm a singer, I'm also an educator and a parent. So all of those are going to come together in the production of Splish Splash.
You are not the Disney princess, but you do get to live that life.
Yes, I am not the Disney princess, but I do live a charmed life. Yeah, I do actually. I live in Canmore, which is in proximity to a lot of beautiful nature, so, you know, I could go out and have my Snow White moments where I sing to the birds.
But I think that you're having many more moments on stage.
I am.
Behind the scenes and educating people.
I do.
In so many different ways. Tell us what you're doing that's part of the Festival of Animated Objects.
So this year we're debuting a new work at the Festival of Animated Objects. So we're debuting the show Splish Splash, which is a theater for young audiences show aimed at families with kids. And this is a show that is a wild flight of imagination. And we're following a child as they really tune into their own imagination and creativity and go on a wild journey through different realms and then end up back home, but now empowered with the gift of their own creativity.
I want to know what it's like to play with puppets, because I think kids learn through play. Adults don't play enough. And we're missing out. We're missing out. And so you're putting the two together, like kids play, adults play. Tell me what it's like for you to play with puppets.
I love puppetry. I think it's a super magical art form. And I think one of the things I really like about playing with puppets is it gives me the opportunity to experiment and be curious. And those are ideas that then I can apply to all these different parts of my life. But it's allowing myself as an individual to drop into that moment of play and giving myself permission to experiment and try things, and also just be curious about my discoveries. So for example, every puppet has something that they do really well, but the only way to discover what that is to play with it. There's so few opportunities as an adult to really get to do that.
I think we always have really good audience feedback. People are just excited to see something different. There's families who want something to bring their kids to, and so they're always just happy that there's like family-friendly programming that doesn't put the adults to sleep, that they're like, the whole family is engaged by it. And then there's the artists who are going to workshops and they're attending other people's shows. It's just like world-class puppetry that our local artists get to witness and be part of. And then there's also people who maybe don't really know anything about the festival and they're just dipping their toe in for the first time. And then they're like, whoa, these like wacky people are right here and I didn't even know. The other thing that has become a crown jewel of the festival is our partnership with the YMCA. So every year we also have something at the Y. And these are at the Rocky Ridge and Seton locations. So they're a little bit more suburban, so they're accessible to other people who maybe aren't downtown all the time. And this year we have a brand new family-friendly show called Splish Splash.
And remember, yycwhatson.ca is your one-stop shop for arts and culture listings in the city. Our next guest is Almendra Vergara. Thank you for joining us, Almendra. So you started behind the scenes in creativity or self-expression, and now you're in front of the camera, literally today, but you're in front of an audience. How does that feel for you for the second time around?
In 2018, I came to Canada, and then my friends Jimena and Alberto, we found Mictlan Arts and Research, a group of performing artists, multidisciplinary artists. So we started to do performing arts in Canada. Here, we met in Mexico many years ago in the university. So we started to do performance here, and I got involved in this area more than I used to. Now I got into the performance with puppet theater. We started to do Alebrije, a performance with shadows and the Kamishibai, that is a Japanese theater. So now they came back to Mexico to do more stuff, and I stood here. And now we are working online, and well, now it's my turn to be in front of the stages.
What's the most important part of your show? What are people going to come and experience?
I guess it's important to know that I have roots, and I want to show my Mexico beyond stuff like beach.
Yeah.
But of course, we all love the beach. But I want to show Mexico as the roots that we have, like indigenous people, legends that they are being told many, many years ago in the puppet, like visual thing. And I guess it's important to know the legend per se, and get involved the children to know more about other cultures. We want to make or to build bridge between Mexico and other cultures. We have a very, very big background of all these legends and codex and paintings and all this baggage that we have here beyond folklore, you know. Yeah, we have folklore, but this is before folklore. And I guess it's important for the history, there are kids that their parents are Latin, they don't know their own roots because they are busy, because sometimes we get tired, but this is, for us, this is something that we don't forget. Yeah. And it's important for us.
The Festival of Animated Objects runs until March 24th. And remember, for a full rundown on the Calgary art scene, check out yycwhatson.ca. See you soon on Living a Creative Life.